Mr. Polievre, I'm wondering what advice you gave to Mr. Jivani before his trip.
Les Canadiens ont besoin de l'espoir, l'espoir que la vie peut devenir abordable, l'espoir que les jeunes puissent acheter une maison et lancer une famille, une entreprise, l'espoir que nos rues peuvent devenir sécuritaires. C'est pour ça que les conservateurs travaillent avec tous les partis afin d'avoir un pays qui est autonome, abordable et sécuritaire. On a déjà dit au Premier ministre qu'on était prêt à travailler avec n'importe qui pour obtenir des résultats. Parce que l'espoir sans résultat, c'est une hallucination. Et c'est ce qu'on a maintenant. Après 10 ans des libéraux, la vie est coûteuse, la vie est dangereuse et le pays est dépendant. M. Carney a promis d'être différent, mais c'était une illusion. 1 an plus tard, le coût à l'épicerie augmente plus rapidement que parmi tous les pays du G7. On voit un déficit qui a doublé, un taux de l'inflation qui est en hausse. On voit plus de criminalité dans nos rues, surtout dans nos grandes villes, après qu'il n'a pas changé une seule loi pour serrer la vis contre les criminels. Notre économie est en baisse et peut-être en récession selon les économistes. Et nous sommes plus dépendants que jamais. Il n'a pas approuvé un seul projet malgré le fait que nous lui avions donné des pouvoirs exceptionnels dans la loi C5. Donc aujourd'hui, mon message pour M. Carney, c'est que c'est le temps pour les résultats. On est prêt à travailler avec lui pour accélérer des politiques pour renverser les taxes libérales et l'inflation libérale. On est prêt à travailler pour accélérer les lois pour mettre les criminels en prison. On est prêt à travailler pour enlever les lois libérales pour accélérer la construction de logements et de ressources naturelles. On est prêt à travailler en collaboration pour convertir l'illusion en réalité. Je note qu'on a déjà fait ça. Il y a des lois C18, C13, C14, C5, C3, C4, C12 qu'on a déjà aidé à accélérer. On a montré notre capacité de travailler là où on pense que c'est dans l'intérêt de notre pays. Notre but devrait être de mettre l'abordabilité, l'autosuffisance et la sécurité avant la partisanerie. Et c'est ça mon message pour M. Carney aujourd'hui. Thanks, everyone. Canadians need hope right now. They need hope. You want to sneak by here? Good to see you. This is not hope. This is not hope over here. Oh, look at this. We've got a. We're working. We're actually going to work. You better start. We've got. This is the group here that have given you the most expensive groceries in the G7. And hopefully they'll work in the opposite direction. People need hope that they can actually afford their lives, afford to go to the grocery store, afford to buy homes, afford to live in Canada once again, afford that they'll be safe on their streets, hope that we'll be a self-reliant economy and military. After 10 years of Liberals, life is expensive, dangerous, and our economy is more dependent than ever. Mr. Carney promised change. After a year, we've seen nothing but illusions. In reality, life is even worse now than when he took office. The illusion was that he would give us affordable groceries. The reality is that he's given us the worst grocery price inflation in the G7. The illusion was that he'd get rid of the carbon tax. The reality is he's brought in another one. The illusion was that he was going to build homes. The reality is that home building is collapsing in G7, in Vancouver and Toronto, and we have the most expensive housing in the G7. The illusion was that he was going to bring safety. The reality is he hasn't changed a single word in the criminal code or gotten rid of a single catch and release liberal law. The illusion was that he was going to build, baby, build. Remember that? Well, the reality is that even though we gave him exceptional powers in Bill C5 that he said he needed to build really fast, we gave him that bill in 5 days. We're now 7 months later, he has not approved a single project using that bill. The illusion was that he was going to open new markets in the world, and there's been lots of photo ops and signing ceremonies, but he's not signed a single new free trade agreement with any country And in fact, he has not gotten the deal that he promised he would have with the Americans by July 21st. Canadians cannot live in Mr. Carney's illusions. They live in the costly, dangerous, and dependent reality that he has created. My message to him is to work with us. Work with us to fast-track results for an affordable, safe, self-reliant Canada. We've got concrete proposals, and we have a track record of showing that we're willing to work together. We fast-tracked Bill C-18, C-13, C-14, C-5, C-3, C-4, and C-12. We're the ones trying to hit the gas pedal. My message to Mr. Carney, stop hitting the brakes, because Canadians need hope for affordable, safe, and secure Canada. Thank you.
He's going to ask you to work with him.
Mr.
He's going to ask you to work with him. Like
Yeah.
That's easy to say. You need to work with us. We're the government.
Well,
Why
look,
don't you get on board and get out of the way? Well, that's
we're not,
his message.
we have been working to fast track anything that we believe, however modest, might make life a little more affordable, a little safer, and our economy a little stronger. So it's he that is holding up the show. He's been in power for almost a year now, promising rapid change. But I ask Canadians, what's changed in your life? Are your groceries affordable? Is your rent affordable? Are your streets safe? No, they're not. All of those things have thus far been an illusion. But the good news is, we're here to work to fast-track the changes and the results that Canadians need.
Can I ask what advice you gave Mr. Jivani before his trip to Washington?
And who is he meeting there?
So the advice I've given all of our MPs is you need to fight for jobs in your community. Mr. Jivani's community has been hit with a massive job loss, 1,200 jobs in the auto sector, and he's going to fight for those auto workers, as all of our MPs have been doing. You know, Mr. Carney had promised that he would get us a deal by last July. My message to him today is Conservatives are here to work with the Prime Minister and with the government to knock down these unjust tariffs and fight for our workers, fight for their jobs, and fight for our economic independence.
How are you dealing with Mr. Trump, sir? Foreign affairs are half the job of the Prime Minister, surely.
Right.
And surely this is a unique time.
Absolutely.
We didn't hear a lot about Mr. Trump from your speech in Calgary. We're asking, where do you want to take the relationship with Mr. Trump? How would you do it? How would you do differently? How do you deal with your caucus, where a fair amount of people are pro with Mr. Trump?
Sorry, I didn't get the last part, where the
The
fair amount
last
of people...
part is a fair amount of the Conservative membership seems to be, and part of your caucus seems to be very supportive of Mr. Trump in some ways.
Well, I don't think, I think you're reading in assumptions here. How would I deal with it? We need our country to be strong, self-reliant, and sovereign, able to stand on its own 2 feet. Then we can negotiate from a position of strength. For example, we need to rapidly approve a pipeline to the Pacific. That means not announcements or meaningless memorandums, but a permit to get it in the ground. We need to get rid of the capital gains tax on reinvestments in Canada to bring back that $500 billion the Liberals have sent south. And then we need to look the President of the United States in the eye and say that the only way for us to be safe, secure, and better off on both sides of the border is to have free and fair reciprocal cross-border trade, combined with both doing our parts to protect our territories in North America. That's the approach that I would take. I only one more question, because the Prime Minister...
What bills are getting lost in the Prime Minister?
Oui.
Sont très sceptiques dans les commentaires publics. Par exemple, ce matin, le ministre Champagne qui disait « Ah oui, ils disent beaucoup de choses, mais on n'est pas certain. Si vous avez vu mon témoignage en comité hier soir, je trouvais qu'ils n'étaient pas collaboratifs. Pourtant, il y a eu cette motion là, pour faire accélérer le projet de loi C-19. Alors, pourquoi, selon vous, il y a ce scepticisme-là?
Attention, il faut distinguer deux choses complètement différentes. Il y a la collaboration pour avoir des résultats, travailler ensemble pour accomplir des choses, et il y a la question d'imputabilité. Nous allons continuer de rendre des comptes pour un gouvernement qui a rendu la vie plus coûteuse, plus dangereuse et notre économie plus dépendante. Et nous n'allons pas arrêter ça. Donc si les libéraux croient qu'on va juste arrêter de parler des taxes sur l'épicerie ou les lois qui encouragent la criminalité, ils peuvent oublier ça. Ce que nous disons aujourd'hui, on va travailler avec eux pour accélérer des résultats pour lesquels les Canadiens attendent trop longtemps. Just quickly in English, we have to distinguish two completely different things. On the one hand, there's working to fast-track results for affordability, safety, and security, and asking tough questions to hold the government to account. The latter is not going to stop. We're going to keep holding the government accountable for high grocery costs, out-of-control crime, broken immigration, and our weak economy, which economists say is on life support. That at the same time, we can walk and chew gum, and that means we're going to work today. I'm going to say to the Prime Minister, let's work together to fast-track results for an affordable, safe, self-reliant economy.
What
Thanks very much,
What bills are you going to
everyone.
propose to fast track?